All right. Well, hey, good morning, everybody. I'm Lucius, the Stock King, and I am here to teach you guys today about the stock market, following these trends, learning about the relative strength index and your momentum, which we call the MACD. Teaching you guys how to really understand this and true value, because if you can understand these little what we call indicators that tell you when to buy, when to sell. If you can learn these things, you will make a shit ton of money in no time just by following simple steps. First thing foremost, I always tell people your money is your money. Manage your money. A lot of people give their money to, brokers and different funds and apps that give you a return on your money, but the return that they're giving you is a lot less than you can give yourself if you just put your money to work for you. And I'm a living proof of that. I started off a Robinhood account, just something small, and I've watched it grow to the point to where now I feel like I need to share that wealth and this information with my family and friends. So I'm gonna show you guys what I know, step by step. Today, my eyes is on Dogecoin, Gamestop, and the weed stocks. With 420 coming up, I don't know if you guys heard anything about the 420 explosion or boom. Elon Musk is tweeting, Cubans talking about it. All the big investors in the world today are really believing in this. And if 420 is going to be a big day, what other day is it to be a bigger day for than the weed stocks? I mean, think about it. 420, weed kind of go hand in hand. So I'm definitely going to be looking at those weed stocks today, looking for good entry points, buy-ins and selling targets. GameStop, there's been a lot of hype over the weekend about GameStop. I know Chewy had a tweet out with a little cat or something about going to the moon with the dog, or I don't know. It's a crazy situation going on with GameStop because it's truly overvalued, in my opinion. But I'm a believer in the hype. I'm a believer in where the money goes. If people are putting millions and millions of dollars into one stock, who am I to say that stock is not going to go up? I can't say that that stock is not going to go up. So I'm a believer that that could possibly be a really good mover today, make some money for you day traders out there. Also, I'm going to be talking about Dogecoin a lot, heavily. That's why the screen's on Dogecoin right now. I believe that if you were to invest a small amount of money in Dogecoin today and you held it for years, you could potentially be a multimillionaire. And that's something that I have a nice position in it. And I'm going to hold it for years, potentially till my children go to college. And this is going to pay for their college education. This is going to pay for, them to get off on the right foot in life. So, and I definitely teach my children about this. So if you guys have kids, if you guys, if you guys have kids, definitely teach them. All right, now let's get into some of these technical analogies and things that I'm looking for inside of here. Uh, Right, and I am on Robinhood, guys. I don't recommend you getting Robinhood, but it is easiest to access a lot of the crypto and stocks. But it's just the buffoonery that Robinhood puts you through, as far as not letting you sell when you make millions, and not letting you buy when the price is going up. Sometimes it's kind of foolish, but hopefully they get that fixed, because I do like the ease and the comfort of Robinhood. But you definitely want to go into the depth chart of the stock. So when you guys go into Robinhood, you pull up a stock that you like. This is Dogecoin's chart. You type in there Doge comes up. You click on Doge or whatever stock you want, and it's going to pull you to this screen here. But in this screen here, you really can't see volume. You can't really see, well, you possibly can if you're really good, but not a normal or average trader, or somebody who's just getting started off, would be able to look at this chart and see what's going on. So I always tell people to expand that chart, okay? And we're going to look at your, oh, you can also add data like I did. I added pretty much everything. I wanted to see what each one meant and how it can help me find indicators to buy and sell. So the first one is your moving average. That's the blue line that goes through your price and your candles at all time. Okay, that lets you know where your momentum is and where it is potentially headed. And that normally lines up with your Mac dial. There's times where it doesn't. But in general, if you see your momentum going up, you typically see your moving average going up. If you see your momentum going down, you typically see your moving average going down. So those are something that I like to look at as well. And the relative strength index is really, really key for me. A lot of people say forget the forget the strength index, just let it fly, when it's going up. But if you ever study a chart, no matter if it's 5 years, 1 year, 3 months, whenever you look at these charts, you're going to be able to look at the strength and know where people were selling and when were people buying. Um, like right now, the strength on a 3 month scale is through the roof. It is at 82% for a 3 month scale. So that's pretty much saying, like, in a slow downturn, it's not going to happen too fast. This isn't something that's going to drop from 40 cents to 10 cents really fast. It climbed up really fast, but it's not going to drop as fast because each one of these candles, if you look on a month, a week, you go down, they created strength in these areas here. So, like at the 30-cent area, that's a really good support area. Well, if the price ever goes down to 30 cents, I can guarantee, not guarantee because nothing's guaranteed, but I'm willing to put a lot of money in at 30 cents if it goes down to 30 cents again. Because I see that there's a lot of buyers down here, a lot. Okay. And when it dropped down to 30 cents, your moving average went below zero and your strength was right at my buying signal. When I see that strength down here, 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 those indicators are telling me, hey, this is a good buying opportunity. No matter what the price is this day, the price was only what, 5 cents, 55 cents, or yeah, 5 cents. It was 5 cents here. But if I would have saw this indicator on this chart here, I would have knew that was April 3rd. That was two. Okay, so I would be able. I only can see that in this chart. I could expand it. That's one thing about Robinhood, guys. The charting is not the greatest, but you can really still see the same thing that they see on Webull and E-Trade or everywhere else. So I don't believe in, oh, Robinhood's for losers. No, make a lot of money with Robinhood, guys, and you can too. Strength index here is telling me, hey, this is a good buying point. It's below where it needs to be. It's oversold at this point. Now, when it goes over this little orange line in the back here, this orange area, it's kind of hard to see. When it goes over that area, that kind of tells you, hey, guys, it's overbought. Be careful because once it's over this line, you are going to sell and take your profits because every buyer, I don't care what you say, every person who buys a stock or crypto will become a seller. That's how we make money. Question is, where do we sell? As a hustler, a reformed hustler, I used to always buy stuff for cheap and sell it for more. That's the goal, guys. We have to find entry points and prices that we feel is cheap in life. When you go to the store, you see something that you want. You may be a quality driven person who wants the best quality of that product, or you may be a quantity person who wants the most quantity out of that product. Either way it go, you're going to buy that product. If you want to make money off of that product, you're going to have to sell it for more. How are you going to do that? Getting things around Black Friday when they're on sale. Hmm. Same as the stock market. You find things that are on sale. You find stocks that are on sale. And when you find those stocks, you buy them. You be patient. Once you see your price is rising, your value is growing. Now you set a point to where you feel like it's going to go down. So, for instance, here, that's very overbought. This is Doge on April 1st. The price was 65, pretty much 66 cents at this time. 66 cents at this time is overbought. What? Yes, as far as your relative strength index. What happened? It dropped all the way down to 59 cents. Ain't no big deal. It's only, mm, mm, it's a 6 cents drop, but you could have bought it cheaper here or waited a little longer and bought it cheaper here, and you would have made a fortune. If you guys think about it, if you would have bought Dogecoin at 5 cents a share, and right now it's pushing 40 cents a share, that's a 35-cent increase per share. So that means 5 cents just turned into 40 cents. If you bought 100 shares, okay, that 35 cents is multiplied by 100 because now you have 35 cents, but times 100 shares of profit. That's all your money, guys. Dogecoin today can make you a multimillionaire in years to come. I truly believe that. Um, Now, let's go more on the live charting because I am in the swing trading today. I do have about $750 I am going to turn into 1,000 potentially today, based off of my indicators. And I want to show you guys how I'm doing that, what stocks that I'm doing that with. And also, I'm going to be keeping my eyes on other stocks such as GameStop and the weed stocks, OGI, SNDL, Tilray, Furia, those guys as well, because I do believe in those over the long term. With the United States legalizing marijuana, decriminalizing it, it only creates a bright future for the marijuana and the cannabis industry. So I'm definitely going to keep my eyes on them for the long term, and my positions in them are for the long term. So when I say I keep my eye on them, I'm just looking for positions to possibly add more, and not take away from those positions. Okay, so we're looking at Dogecoin here now. Right now, we're looking like we're on a uptrend, potentially headed down soon. With this line down here, guys, I also want to show you guys down here with these blue and this pink line with your MACD or MACD. This is your buyers. The red line is your sellers. That's pretty much how I interpreted this. And when the buying line crosses over top of the selling line, that indicates that there's more buying power. As of right now, the price is going up because the blue line is on top. But once your relative strength index shows that it's going down, this blue line will then dip underneath the selling line. And when that blue line dips underneath the selling line, you're going to see that price go down because the selling power is higher or the selling momentum is higher. Really, really want to pay close attention to. And the reason why I say pay close attention to this, because this will make you a lot of money. It will save you a lot of money. If you're wondering when to sell, these indicators will help you. So if you ever bought into a stock and it went up and then next thing you know, it went down and you're losing money, that's because of the thing we call swing trading. People buy it on those dips and they sell it on the high multiple times a day, and they make profits throughout the day tenfold. You can start with $100 and end the day with 200 every day, by doing some of the swing trading methods. And I really like them. I've been learning them. I've been using them, and they tend to work best for me with crypto. Not so much with stocks because the slow movement, you have to invest a lot of money. And once you invest a lot of money or a penny stock, you buy millions of shares of a penny stock, it has to go up. And when it moves so slow and then it drops down, you're just tying your money up longer. When crypto can make you a ton of money fast. So that's the reason why I say I like swing trading crypto a lot more than swing trading stocks. If I swing trade a stock, it's more like I'm gonna put it in, give it a week, see what it does. I'll get out, here a day or two, check it, take some profits off tomorrow, here or there. But for the most part, it's very patient. You got to be, it's slow money, which is really good. The stock market will always take care of itself and make you money in the long term. Slow money is better than no money, I always say. All right. So we are looking like we're still on that uptrend. Wants to come down. Looks like now that line is starting to come down. I'm looking at my blue MACD line here. Looks like it wants to cross down and let the red line cross up, which will create a selling momentum. But ultimately, that momentum, let's look at some trends. That momentum right here, if you look at, I'm on a live, let me go to a day. If you look at a day, you see the day it started at midnight, the price was 34 cents, and it went on a uptrend. Okay, and it really spiked here at around 3 in the morning. It really spiked up. That was a huge money maker for people. That's why it started to go down here. A lot of people started to sell and realize, hey, we just made a lot of money. Let's take our profits. Let's get out. We'll get back in right here. So what they did was they got out, they got back in, they rode it up some more. They made a bunch of money. They got out, and now they're at that same point again to where they should start buying, guys. Really, this looks like a good buying opportunity for you guys to really wait till this line crosses through the pink line, or the red line, of course. Once this blue line crosses up, that's and this strength is going to climb with it. It's at 40% now. I like to see my relative strength index over 50%, 60 to be for sure. When I see over 60% strength, I see my McDowell line curving up. That lets me know, hey, this is a really good time to get in and make a quick buck or two. So I'm going to continue to keep an eye on that. And worst case scenario, looking at the chart, if it drops down, it'll just drop down to the next or the previous level of resistance. Okay, so you're old. Well, let me teach you guys about support and resistance. If you guys see a stock that is trending here and it's hitting a number and it's going down. It's hitting a number, it's going down. It's hitting a number, it's going down. Every time it hits 40, 41, I'm at 41.6 right now. It looks like that's your resistance. So once it get over that 41.6 or 40.6 area, once it get over 0.46, I'm sorry, 0.46. Once Dogecoin gets over 0.46, it is breaking this wall that over here it could not break. Okay, it got to 40.46, but then that's when it dropped down. So if it get over that 45, is it 0.45? Let's say if I see this, I am definitely looking at a bullish run on the uptrend back up to over here where the strength was relatively high as well. I'm looking for a bull run back up to 41 and a half, potentially 42. But I'm going to say 41 and a half to be safe. So now let's go place an order. For those who have not placed an order before, when I see this trend, the way we just spoke of, I set a point of support and I set a point of resistance. Okay. I say 41.5 is a selling point and 45 is a buying point. that would generate 1 cent per share. And let's see how many shares I buy. I'm going to go here, buy an order, and I'm going to place a limit order. Okay. And on this limit order, I am going to say $500. Remember, I have $750. I'm swing trading today, guys. Um, I normally go in increments. So matter of fact, I'm gonna do my normal. I'm gonna go $250. I have 3 buy-in limits with $250 with this. Actually, no, I only have 725. I thought I had 750, guys. Sorry about that. I got 725 available buying power. So I'm gonna do 210. I'm gonna go 210 at a time. I'm gonna go 210 at a time. My first buying point I said was gonna be 45. Okay. And this order will be placed if the price goes down to 40 point or 4.45, it will kick me in. When that price kicks me in, I'm going to ride it up to 41.5, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to place a limit order to sell at 41.5. So here I submit my buy, and it's not going to kick me in right away. I have to wait for my price to drop down to where it allows me to get in. So with that being said, I can go back into my charting and go check out another stock. 40, yeah, it's definitely breaking out of that 45 already. I was hoping I got in before it broke out. But if I go back, let's see my strength. And yeah, still looking a little strong, but it's really consolidating here. When you see the lines touching and riding together, they don't know what they're going to do yet. They don't know if they want to buy more, they want to sell, or if they just want to ride that line out and create a support line. Because with this, if it keeps riding straight, that's going to create support. If the price ever drops there, there's going to be buyers there. Same thing with the resistance area. There's people that bought in up there that's been waiting to get there. So when they get there, they're going to sell so they can at least break even. No one wants to lose. So if you don't want to lose, just don't sell until the price goes back to where you bought in. Eventually, it will go over. But if you don't want to lose, just be patient and wait till the price comes back to you. A lot of people say this in GME, they're holding bags from 400 months ago. But they're like, hey, come back and pick me up. Come back and pick me up. And I believe truly GME is going to go back and pick those guys up at $400 a share. And when they do, I plan on potentially getting out at that time when I do buy in. Let me get Red Bull gives you wings. Let's see. We're under my 45 area. Okay, well, there it is. Robinhood, there it is. Yeah, we've kicked me in my order. And now I have those shares, which I brought my price up because I am using leverage, guys. I already had $1,000 invested into Dogecoin. So I'm using this as leverage to increase my profits. I'm taking, now that I have those shares, I am going to sell. What did I buy? $210 worth, I believe. Yeah, $210 worth. Okay, so I am going to sell $210 at the price 41.5, 41.5, and submit. Now this will automatically sell my shares that I just purchased at 45. It will sell them at 41.5, and I will take that profit on 500 shares, which would be $5. Oh no, that's not right. That would be more than that. If you guys want to understand the math to these stocks, just know if you have one stock and it goes up a penny, you go up a penny. If it goes up a dollar, you go up a dollar if you have one. Based off of how many shares you have to multiply the money times the amount of shares, and that'll tell you how much profit you actually have. It's really simple. It's kind of confusing when you get into fractional shares, but it's still the same concept. You just get that percentage of that price increase. So if you're looking at now on Doge, we're pushing that four, going back to that 4 5. Let me go back to that chart here. Yep. Looks like the blue line is starting to cross over your red line, which is going to uh, give you a buying entry point here. Now, if your momentum or oh man, sorry, it's still early, guys. Your relative strength index stays over 50%. That gives you more security. 60%, you really should feel secure. So you're at 44. It's not a good time yet. Looking at that strength going back down. But that could change any second. That's why a lot of people say don't worry about the strength. Focus more on the MACD, focus more on the trends, the last support and resistance that you guys seen. And you have to do your own research as well. One thing that I've learned about this whole situation is you have to do your own research. The more you know about something, potentially is the more money that you'll make. All right, we're at 4 6 here. Strength is still looking good. The blue line still on top. Not as much, but you're at 59% strength. I like to see 60, 70, to really feel secure that this is a good point. Under that, it's like it can go either way. So, but at 60 right now, I'm feeling pretty good about this price going up right now, guys. Um, Let me go into another chart. So when you're looking in that 1 minute, then you go to that the 1 day or the 15 minute. This updates every 15 minutes. That one updates every minute. This is definitely a great indicator that you see your blue line going over your red line on the 1 day with good strength. Okay, with good strength. And then you see the same thing on the 1 hour with really great strength. Now we're at 79 strength, 79% strength on the buying side for the 1 hour or the live. And then you got for the day, you're on your strength, you're at 51%, which is still, it can go either way. So let's see what our live strength does. We want that one to get a little stronger. See, it went back down a little bit here, which we kind of figured at the moment it could go either way, but it's really starting to show something here with the strength on two charts. See how the line is starting to separate? What you really want to see is really big separation, but not with the red line on top, of course. And that means it's going down big. But here, there's a huge separation between the blue line and the pink line. The blue line's on top. That's a huge buying supply there, which really shot that price up all the way from 38 cents all the way up to 40, almost 41 cents, just in that separation between the blue and the pink line. So that gotta go make sure my children are up for school. I will be right back. Yeah, but she did. I should know. I like it bad. She know. She weird. She likes it. She excited. Let's do it. So we all song to spend this shit. People they get with me the charity because that's what all right, guys, I am back. All right. Sorry about that delay. I should have actually left you guys playing some music, but I will do that for the future. It's something that I just wrote, something for y'all about the stock market. I think I love her, but I don't know. She up and down the coast. When she dip, how about some more? I like it fast. She like it slow, but I'm gonna give it to her any way she like it. If you help my money grow, I think I'm gonna get excited. I'm the realest dude, and it been broke too long. Got my money making money now and put it in a song. I just met this chick. She put all my people on. Now I'm like the king. They giving me the throne with a hustler's mentality, cause that's what I put on. Don't do the negativity. I do not condone. She say she can make it better me. Lowercase the capital. Started off with fractionals. Then I got the actual. Now I buy 100 shares. Next I'm buying profit. I don't think they stopping me. The dividend, I get a free one just because I tell a friend. Damn, she got me feeling good. I hope she know I'm from the hood. I think I love her, but I don't know. She up and down. roller coaster. What's your name? Dow Jones? I'm that nigga. Let me get it for the low. I think I love her, but I really don't know. I like it fast. She like it slow. But I'm gonna give it to her any way she like it. If you put the money in, she can multiply it. Crypto, Dogecoin, blockchain riot. I buy it on the dip slow. Tell me if you try it. You the apple of my eye, so it's apple when I buy it. I don't got a Tesla, but Tesla be driving it. Market on some violent shit. I'll be on some ride with it. Pick and choose, got options, kid. Give my money and lots of it. Profit, then I pocket it. Take off like that rocket ship, no emoji. Niggas can't hold me, never gonna fold. See, call me the OG. Nobody topping this. Just leave me alone to rock with this. I'm screaming Dow Jones. I can't teach them how to make a million on my own. They made it so easy. You can do it on your phone. But she ain't trying to talk. She just trying to get it on. I think I love her, but I don't know. She up and down, roller coaster. Shit feel like Monopoly. Can't win with no property. Came straight from the poverty. Now I'm like, fuck it, don't bother me. Learn first, then teach my kids. That's just how I father see support. Resistance, technicals, analogies, make us saying like Master P, portfolios a masterpiece. I don't want nobody mad at me, so you can see the growth. I think I love her, but I don't know. She up and down, roller coaster. When she did, I bought some more. I like it fast. She like it slow. I think I love her, but I don't know. What's your name? Dow Jones? I'm that nigga. Let me get it for the low. Teaching my people the stock market, man, with a flow. Lucius No Lion, man. Check me out on YouTube, man. You know what it is. All right, so let's get back to these stocks, man. I got some more heat, man. I got some more heat. I just got to get to the studio, get some stuff recorded. I got notebooks full of music. Um, but the studio, man, it's hard to get into these days, and then find a good engineer and a producer to really help you make your quality sound great. So I've been looking, I've been doing some research, diving in. I'm gonna get some more stuff out here for y'all. It's been a while though. I had a really good team set up around me, but they kind of blew up, took off, and now they kind of messing with the big time rappers, and I'm too small right now. So mission, cuz is what it is, though, man. Let's get back to these stocks, man. Let's make some money on a daily basis because that music, it ain't paying like it wanted to. All right, guys, let's see where we at here on this Doge. Uh, did it go? Okay, so yeah, that line came down. Strength is a little weak right now. It's looking like it's on a downtrend for the moment. Looking on a day and it's kind of consolidating pretty much in the middle. Don't know if it wants to go up or go down at this moment. Patience, man. Patience is the name of the game. I'm not a loser. I don't like to lose. So it's really hard for me to be down at times. That's why I kind of scale in with smaller positions because I feel like if I put all my money on one stock, it's going to go down and I'm going to be emotionally distorted. in a sense to put it, anybody losing money, um, you're not going to be happy about it. I'm the type of person that where life isn't the same if I'm not making money or if I'm not providing for my family. So I definitely want to show you guys how to enjoy a better life because right now I could go upstairs, help my kids with their schoolwork. I could go cook. I can go golfing. I can do a number of different things and still make money doing them. And that's what I want to teach you guys that life is what you make it. And this is what I am trying to make of my life, a self employed day trader and a wonderful father and husband. I want to be the best of everything that I do. So I want to show you guys everything that I've learned over time, and kind of go from there, guys. The market is almost open. It is 8:44. Pre-market has been open for a while. Robinhood users can start making trades in about 15 minutes. 9:30, the market opens fully. And at 9:30, we're going to see some major price movement in the stock market in itself. And the reason why I say in the stock market, we're going to see a lot of downswings today, like a lot of stocks are going to drop to low lows, really cheap prices, great entry points. And it's going to be it's a margin call Monday, guys. For those who don't know what margin calls, that is when a company has purchased shares without money and they have to actually pay now. And when they pay, they have to liquidate their assets. So what they do is they pull money from these stocks to pay their debt. And when they do that, the price tends to drop major because of this. So we're going to be watching a lot of price action today. We're going to be watching a lot of things go down. We're going to be looking for great entry points. Typically, when it comes to stocks, I don't like to buy until 350 at the end of the day, mainly because I would get in on something that I see is moving on the uptrend and expect it to continue on that uptrend going into the next day. And at that time, I would like to either sell and take my profits or continue riding it up until I see a downtrend coming, and then I'll sell and take my profits that way. But if you buy in the morning, I typically learn that everything drops. I mean, it's just it is the nature of the game. I mean, we play a game that everyone wants to make money, and the only way you can make money is by selling. And so selling is going to happen, and when selling happens, price drops. So we have to be aware of that. We have to be aware of the margin call. We have to be aware of a lot of support and resistance in certain areas. This is one that I'm really looking for here today. I want to see GameStop. Okay, so pre-market today, GameStop was at 160 even, guys. End of the day, Friday, GameStop was at 158. Okay, guys, this is Friday at 158.88 at 6 p.m. on Friday. So the market hasn't opened yet. This chart has not changed for GameStop since Friday. But look at the price. The price has shot up. Now, when you see price action like that pre-market, okay, that kind of lets you know that what I was expecting to happen today is going to happen. GameStop is going to squeeze all week, in my opinion. It's going to continuously get higher and higher and higher each day because the assets that they're liquidating is potentially because of Dogecoin, because of GameStop. It's because of these stocks, these meme stocks that they're pumping up. And now these hedge funds got to buy them at higher prices, or they got to sell their leverage. And once they sell their leverage, they're out of power. And I believe their power on GameStop is running out really soon. Um, they've been trying to hold this price down for too long. This price was supposed to shoot up with the millions and millions of shares on the float, from Reddit to retail investors who's getting stimulus money to hedge funds and corporations who just wants a piece of the action. Um, this price is definitely going to move though. So like I said, guys, it was at 158 on Friday. Today it's at 173 prior to the market opening. That's a $15 profit if you just had one share. One share, you made 15 bucks right there. Just buying it at 350 on Friday. You've made 15 bucks on that stock alone. Now think about these things. If you do this with several different stocks, several different cryptos, you're buying these dips, you're selling them, taking small profits, like 15 bucks, that's so small to the market that it will never hurt the market, but it will help you tremendously. And when I say help you, 20 times 15 is what? 10 times 15 is what? You do this 10 times, that's $150 a day. You do that every day out of the week. You're looking at substantial income that you can't make going to work. I mean, some people can, but potentially, I would rather be in the comfort of my own home, COVID free, enjoying the fruits of my labor with my family than going to slave in an environment that I potentially don't feel safe from COVID, my employees, or my coworkers with mass shootings happening these days. There's just too much nonsense and buffoonery in the world today to want to put yourself in an environment that's not safe for you. So I am focused on that. I've been searching and researching ways to increase my income from sitting right at home. This has been the most substantial gains. I do have other streams of income and other accounts that I do stocks on. This here is for YouTube and educational information only. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. I am just solely trying to share the knowledge that I have gained and show people how to actually make money doing something that they really truly enjoy doing. Because I really find this fun. Looking at price targets, charts, I really enjoy it. And look at that, what we were just talking about with the blue line over the red line. Look how long that's been trending right now. Like this is a nice bull bull trend. Like bull trend. Like I'm so strong and you are a bear. Stay underneath me. The bulls are winning. Over here, it was the opposite. It was a huge selling trend. And that was what I was waiting on to get in on GameStop. I was looking at this Friday and I didn't get in, guys. I didn't get in GameStop Friday. I was anticipating getting in this morning. At this point, I'm not, due to the price increase. I will wait for a pullback. I will wait for my opportunity. Remember, patience is the name of the game. Eventually, somebody's going to sell and take profits. It's going to drop the price down, and I'll try to get in at that point. If not, if that doesn't happen, hey, I missed the bus. And that happens as well sometimes, guys. If you miss a bus, don't chase. Don't force yourself to get on the bus. Don't run behind it, constantly saying, "Hey, stop, wait for me, stop, wait for me." No, that's not a good approach in the stock market. You'll run into the bus eventually, and then when that bus stops, you're going to hurt yourself really bad. And that's pretty much what happens. That bus is going to stop, price is going to drop, and people are going to get off the bus, and then people are going to get on the bus. You want to choose when is a good buy for you, when is that right opportunity, because this is your money. um, you protect it, you manage the risk, and you reap the rewards from doing that. If you don't have time to study charts, watch charts, I recommend YouTube, finding a a YouTuber that's really informative and educational, and you just follow them, and they can really teach you along the way. Me personally, I feel like I've grown so much from doing that myself, and I'm able to teach people now the same thing that those YouTubers and different people along the way, like my dad, taught me. Because the very first time I got into the stock market was with my dad, and I was helping him with his portfolio, and I really learned a lot. I really saw how the market was changing, because to him, the market was this: put your money in, wait years, it'll grow, and don't touch it. But to me, watching the market at that time, I saw something different. I saw that there was substantial gains to be made inside of every day, not just in the long term. Yes, shout out to the long term guys. You want to have an Apple, a Tesla, you want to have Microsoft, you want to have some of these great growth companies, Starbucks, you want to have Coca-Cola, you want to have some great dividend paying companies. Another one that I really like, that I'm big on in the medical industry, is shoot, what's her name? I have to go to my other account to find out that stock. Um, I don't think it's Alibaba, or maybe it is Alibaba. I don't know. But either way, go. You guys find these stocks, growth stocks. You find good dividend paying stocks. You put them in a portfolio. You forget about them forever. They will make you money. But that's one way to utilize the stock market. There's swing trading, there's day trading, there's call options, there's put options. You could do so many things inside the stock market. So for GameStop, for example, if I don't want to buy the stock, which is highly likely right now, I don't want to buy it at this price. What I can do is trade GameStop options. So I feel the price is going to go up. So I'm going to potentially buy a call. I think the price is going to hit around 200 before it drops. So I'm going to say ending on Friday, which is April 23rd. I'm going to say the price would be here. I would purchase this 100 contracts. And the price for that would be $480. Okay. And what this does is it gives you the option to buy this contract, 100 shares at that price if the price goes up. So if I buy this right now, technically my price is 171 because that's where the strike price is right now. And if it goes up to 190, that increase in between 190 and 171 is a profit margin. Okay. You can take it out and sell it anytime before that, as long as it's prior to your expiration date here. If it expires on April 23rd and that price did not go to 195 and you did not go out, you lose the money for this. If it does go up, you make all the profits. You have that option to either buy or sell 100 shares at that price. Now, do I recommend this for new people? Absolutely not. This is a very risky strategy. A lot of people have lost a lot of money. I believe kid killed himself over an option. So definitely don't recommend it. If you are going to get into the options, I recommend you sell puts. The reason why I say sell puts is because it's very, very minimal risk. If you're to sell a put, you means you expect the price to go down. Say the price doesn't go down, you are not affected. What happens is that contract expires, you make this price here, and you go on about your day. You don't lose anything. You just actually made 25 bucks because the price never went down. Um, so, which I really truly like selling puts on a contract like this one. I would not, because of the expense. You have to purchase 100 shares, and at $171, I do not have $17,000 to put down on GameStop at the moment, which would be nice if I did. I would definitely be selling puts on GameStop all the time because the premiums here, they get paid instantly. As soon as you buy this, as soon as you review the order, accept it, submit the order, your account gets $25.80 immediately. All right. So that is why I love selling puts for the instant payout. As soon as you buy it, they give you money. And if the price doesn't go down, guess what? You don't lose any money. You just don't. You expires and it refunds you all of your money. If it does go down, okay, you have the option again to sell 100 shares at the price that it went down to, or you can buy 100 shares at that price and ride it up and then take your profits then. You can do so many different things with options. You can just let the contract expire and then it'll purchase 100 shares for you at that price. If it goes under that price, that is, it'll automatically kick you in with 100 shares. If it doesn't go under that price, it just refunds you your money. If it does go up, refunds you your money. So there's very less risk. And if you just get caught with 100 shares, all you have to do is be patient, let the price rise up, and then you take your profits and you still win. You get the free $25 premium plus your profits that you made off of the 100 shares. Very less, very, very low risk, high reward. Not as high of a reward as buying calls, but the consistency over the long term of doing that really adds up. Really adds up. Let's see here. We're going to go down. I want to look at coin. This is something else that I'm worried about today, guys, because the CEO and the CFO of this company actually sold millions of shares. So I am really, really scared that this could drop. And if it and it just wow, look at the price drop from 344 to 331, just like that. And that's exactly what I was fearing. Soon as I heard that they sold. So now I'm up only $1. I just lost $33 on that one tick, which I was aware that that was going to happen going into today due to the amount of shares that were sold from the CFO of this company. So I am going to sell, protect my money. Oh no, they're trying to get me to sell it at a higher price, and that price is not going up. Sell coin, 3 shares, the price that I want to sell it at. It is a limit order. Okay. Or you know what? Let's do this. Let's do a stop loss. I'll teach you guys stop loss orders as well. Stop loss is if you made a lot of money on a stock, you want to set a stop loss order to kick you out if that price does reverse and go down. Reason why you want to do this is to protect your profits. If you made a lot of money, you don't want to lose it instantly and then get out with a loss. No, if you set a stop loss order, what it would do, well, you'll set a stop price to where if that price goes under, um, I'll say 329. Okay. I got in at what? 330. So I will be taking a loss. Um, right now, actually, the price is actually at 330.84. So no, I'm going to go to 330.51. That's where I got in at. So the worst case scenario is here, I break even. Three shares, 330.51. So now that's a stop loss order. Now, if this price goes up from 330.51, this will never sell for me and I'll continue to make profits. But if that price drops, it'll automatically kick me out. I will no longer have 3 shares of coin. And I will be okay with that because I didn't lose. If I wanted to lose, I will go to a casino. I want to win. I want to become a great investor. I want to show people how to make money. And the way you do that is by protecting your money, managing your risk, and reaping your reward. So right now, I am definitely out of that if it does go down to 330.51. And I will take that as a break even point for me and be happy with it. Another stock I'm looking at today that I didn't mention is my favorite stock because I've made a lot of money on it. But it's such a cheap price right now. It's really hard to look at and not want to buy it. Every time I look at this stock, I get excited. I'm just like, oh my gosh, look at what it's doing. It's consolidating. It's dropping down lower. Um, I let me show you guys here. This stock here, the price was $12.80, February 17th. Um, and February 17th, $12.80. February 4th, the price was $3.48. So from February 4th to February 17th, this thing shot up 200 or 300%. All right. Now, if you take 300% from 430 or 397 here, and $4.21, 405 here, you take that up 300%. And now we're over here. And all I see is the opportunity for that to happen again as soon as this crosses over that red line, my strength index goes over 50%. I see this stock going to $6 this week, which would be if you buy 100 shares, that's $415. If it goes to 600 this week, you will make $185 profit, which that's potentially what's going to happen for me if everything goes well. I will buy 100 shares of this and I will set a limit to sell it at $6. And I see these sticks here down here is your moment. I mean, is your volume. These candles, these are called candles. The lines underneath the candles are called wicks. That lets you know where the price tried to go to, but that's where it ended up. Tried to go down, it ended up in there. It tried to go up to on this line here, it tried to go up to $5.24, but it closed at $5.01. The low of that window was $4.96. The actual price was $5.08. So if you're looking at these candles, they tell a story. Like in this segment here, the price came in at 501. The price left out at 491. So that was a 10-cent decline. It tried to go up to 502, but immediately rejected and pushed down to 491. So you want to look for the opposite of that down here. You want to see a big green candle at the bottom that's saying that price is going up. And you want to, if you would have got in here, this was 414. I could have wrote it up here to 459 and took a, what, 414 to 459, that's 35. Yeah, 35 or 45 cents profit. Yeah, 35. Oh, 45-cent profit. Yeah. You're going to make 45 cents, which would be 100 shares. I mean, you would have made $45 from April 16th, well, till 10 o'clock. So 9 to 10 o'clock, you would have made 45 bucks. You bought in there, sell out there. You made 45 bucks. Good stock day. I mean, good play for that day. Which those are some things that you want to look at. Managing your risk and taking those small profits. Remember, a $2 win is a win. You know, it's better than a loss any day of the week. Go back and check on my doji. Hi, doji. Hi, baby. I miss you. This is my little doji. Y'all, that bull strength there, though, man, it was so strong up here. Man, it was so strong. That was all morning. Wow, I need to start waking up earlier, guys. This is crazy how much money you could have made from here. If you would have bought in here, as soon as that line crossed, what I'm teaching you guys is crazy. You buy in here when that line crossed, and you sell here when that line crosses down. The profit in between there was unreal. 33 cents all the way to 41 cents. You guys think about that. That's 8 cents off of one little simple trick that I just showed you guys. Whew. Man, these things are so easy to read too now. When I first started, I was looking at this and I didn't know what the hell I was looking at. I was just like, I don't know what none of this shit means. I don't know none of this. What does that mean? Why do they put abbreviations? Why don't they just tell you the whole word? I was so confused. Um, and then once I learned and understood how to read them, I was like, oh man, this helps so much. This is you can follow trend lines. Like here, you follow that line up. You know, you kind of know you can set it from back here and go all the way over here and say, okay, where's it going from there? It's going to potentially keep following that line from here to here all the way over. So it's really hard to tell. No one knows when it comes to stocks, crypto. No one truly knows, but the indicators definitely help. Like right here, I see a lot of resistance. When I hit 41 cents, I see a sell wall up here to where it wants to keep coming down. So it needs to break that 41-cent wall. It really does. If it breaks that 41-cent wall, watch out, guys. This thing can fly. This thing can fly. And if I look back even further, that 41-cent wall is up in here. So yeah, if it breaks that wall, wow, watch out. This thing can go to 50 cents today if it breaks this wall. This could be the only wall stopping it in its way. There may be another one up at 47 cents, but I don't think it's going to be as much because at that point, I think it's going to have more believers buying in than people selling at 47 cents. So watch this thing, guys. Watch this doji. Watch doji. That baby is hot. She's hot. She's loaded. She's ready to pay out. It's like a slot machine right here, penny machine. That thing is gonna pay. Let me check out where I'm at on the day. See, I'm starting to come down a little bit from my high of the day was 36.62. I'm starting to come down a bit now, 35.74, which that's the reason. It did not kick me out. Okay. I do like my weed stocks going into 420. But I don't like this one. Oh no, I'm still up a little bit more. Okay. It didn't go down yet. It's actually going up. So I think going down for me is Doge at the moment. It's my highest investment. I have 1,200 invested in a Doge. Today's return is $111. Total is $178. Um, just out of this investment here. But if you go down more, I'm going to show you on here what I did last night. Here it is. So I had two buy orders last night, 249 and 224, 757 plus 679 Doge. That's what, 14, 13, 6, so like 1,406. So we're looking up here. I actually sold 1,800 at 37 cents. So I bought in at 33 cents, and I sold at 37 cents, which is a 4-cent increase on every last one of these shares, which was a good profit. Like I said, that's where that 700 came this morning for me to actually trade today. Like I try to take profits to use to make more money instead of, using your money. I would rather make some money from them and use that money to buy another stock. If I can't buy another stock that way, I just won't. Wait, at this point, let's see. We're at 170. I really want this thing to come down so I can get in. I don't want to buy in on the high. But I feel it. I feel it, guys. I really do with GameStop today. So I'm going to be watching several stocks. I'm going to smoke a cigarette. I'll be right back, guys. All righty, guys. I am back. I was looking at Doge, and I actually bought order on GameStop. I bought one share of GameStop. Um, if you guys was looking at what I was looking at when I bought that GameStop, it was literally the MD. Let me show you guys what I was looking at here. Um, I expanded the chart, and I wanted you guys to see the separation between this blue line and this red line right here. It's really far away. So it's going to take a minute for it to cross over and come under. When they're that far away, that's so much strength and so much buying power there that it's going to be a while before this thing comes down. So I was looking at that, and then I looked at the strength, and the strength was where I tell you guys I like it in the 60s. Like I feel safe with a 60 or 70. I feel really secure. But this thing's at 83. Like, how can you not feel secure with an 83% strength index over there on GameStop right now? Like, it's trending up right now with the separation from your momentum and the strength, being that the separation is in the buying side and not the selling side. That strength is good. That strength is really good. Really, really good. Think I'm going to be eating GameStop today. We will see. We shall see. But I will give it time. I will be patient. I will, if it does drop though, what I plan on doing is just buying another share and lowering my cost. When you buy a share, you get set at that price. So for me, my price is 170, 150. If the price goes under that and I'm actually taking a loss instead of a 50-cent profit or dollar profit or whatever, I could lower my cost and that price will go down by purchasing more shares. If I purchase one more share at say $1.70, the difference is $1.50. You would cut that in half, which would be 75 cents, and you would take that price down to 170.75 just by purchasing one more share at $1.50 cheaper. If you let it drop even more, that separation, you cut it in half, you subtract it, you could even lower your costs a lot more. But in this situation, guys, don't expect that to happen. So if you were looking for a buy-in point on this one, um, yeah, it's not coming down. That's why I got in. Normally, I will wait till the end of the day and I would get in something like this because I don't know what it's going to do all day. But in this case, I think I pretty much solved it and seen that this is not coming down no time soon. You can keep checking on this momentum and watching that separation to kind of give you an idea on when you might want to sell. But ultimately, I think I'm going to ride this all week. I'm going to see where this goes by Friday. And on Friday, I may even hold it till next week. I mean, based off of what happens, I may take some profits, of course. I'll leave my 170 in, but whatever I make over top of that, I'm going to definitely take it out. So if this price shoots up to 200 today, I'm taking out $30 tomorrow morning. No ifs and buts about it. That's a nice small profit on that stock. So let's see what next did I want to keep an eye on. Oh yeah, I have lots of shares in the weed industry. So starting with my cheapest one, my penny stock SNDL, I got in here at 79 cents with 300 shares. So every time it goes up a penny, I go up $3. And today I'm actually down on it. Let me check my charts because I'm expecting this to take off tomorrow, guys, not today. So I got in at 79 cents because I figured that it wouldn't go back down to 79 cents before April 20th, which is a big day for the weed market. There's so many states legalizing the marijuana, it's decriminalized. I mean, this is a really good sign for the long term. And I don't expect this one to make me a fortune. I only got 300 shares at 79 cents. So it's at like $240, like it's not a lot um, of money to invest in. Yeah, 237 bucks, like, okay, leave that alone for the long term. And that 237 will turn into 4 or 500. I'll give it a month or two and let's see what it do. Like, I mean, the long term is years though. Don't get me wrong, guys. I am going to keep shares in this for years, but 300 shares is a lot. I can take shares out anytime I want to take profits. Okay. Like right now, I could take $8.91 and it will not affect anything because that's all extra. Um, Now, let's look at my next one. I have a few shares in OGI, which is, see, this is recreational cannabis for me. Organigram is more of the medical cannabis for me. And Tilray is my big player. I really like Tilray moving forward. So I got in here at 242. We're at 248. I have 100 shares, so that's a $6 profit. Even though I'm down $4 today, it's still a profit. And I plan on holding this again for the long term. And I definitely see this one as well taking off tomorrow. Looking at the charts on it, though, we can actually look at that because it looks like it's on a selling pattern going down. I mean, I've already lost some money today, so I do see that, but I'm not going to lose faith considering that I got in at 242. This thing doesn't move really fast, so I don't see it dropping 6 cents in one day, just like I don't see it gaining 6 cents in one day. But tomorrow is a whole different story. I think everyone's going to be purchasing weed stocks at the end of the day today and moving forward until tomorrow. They are going to buy them like crazy at 350 today. Okay, this is my big player. I like Tilray. I feel like they're the strongest in the cannabis industry. They definitely have really great growth, sales, revenue comes in above expectations. You definitely want to look at news on different stocks, crypto, things of that nature to kind of see what other people are saying and what you need to watch for. Because on Market Watch, Etheria and Tilray Cannabis merger moves a step closer to approval. Knowing that, Etheria is actually a cheaper version of Tilray. And if they combine like their companies together, that's even more reason why I'm bullish on Tilray. Moving forward, this company only is going to buy other cannabis companies so they can eliminate competition and they can monopolize the market. I feel like they're one of the big players that's going to be able to do that moving forward. So I really do like Tilray. I've liked them from the start. Like my first stocks that I've ever bought was cannabis stocks. Yes, I do smoke, and I really believe that it's helped me with everything in my body, from the pains, from anxiety to sleeping to even eating more. It's like it really does a lot for the body in good ways, not bad. So anybody who hates on cannabis, go smoke some and then decide if you want to hate on it. Because afterwards, you're going to be like, fuck that hate. I feel great. So let's go. Where am I at next? See if coin came down a little bit. As I did say, if it puts me down to 230 or 331, it's going to kick me out. And so far, my order has not kicked me out. It's still in and still making me money. So, I mean, I don't mind. You can stay in as long as you're making me money, buddy. Then you start losing. I'm out of here. I don't like losing, guys. I'm going to watch Doge a little closer because I may even have to potentially sell some Doge based off of what's going to happen. Because I'm up $137. I am going to protect that, at least 100 of that. So based off of these price targets, because I did set up, oh, I like that. Nice separation here on the bull side. Strength is really high right now on the live for Doge. It's at 85%. That's extremely high. I see good things coming right now in the moment. Let's look a little further out. We're still on the sell side on the further out. Um, so like short term, like instant money, you could have made a few bucks back here, but nothing major at all, nothing major. This is a really big red candle. That's a huge selling wall right there. It's a lot of money that just got sold and took his profits. That's not what I got. That's probably 10 times as much, maybe more. So I don't have an order book, so I can't actually see the fluctuation of orders coming in, whether it's buying or selling. I will be incorporating more charting and more information in my arsenal, and order books will be one of them. I would like to see the order flow as it comes in, the amount and the quantities that people are buying and selling. That'll kind of give you an insight on what the next move is for the market. So I definitely want people to learn about that. Um, I mean, there's so many things that you'll never stop learning. Once you start and once you join in the market, you'll never stop learning. Every day will be a learning curve. You'll get faked out. You'll be like, hey, everything is indicating up and it went down. There's so many factors involved that really could play a major key in your success. And that's why I always tell people patience. I started off, I made a lot of mistakes, guys. My first time buying Dogecoin, it was 3 cents a share, and I had over 1,000 shares. I sold it at 6 cents a share. I made some good profits, and I was like, hell yeah, I get it. I'm starting to learn. Um, and like over time, I realized like everything that I bought my first day or my first week or my first month, everything I bought um, is up big from that day. And I'm like, wow, it really teaches you patience. It really does teach you more about the long term investing strategies and not the short term. If you're going to swing trade to make money, profitable money every day, you still need a long term portfolio somewhere. E-Trader, Webull, get an account somewhere. Okay, not Robinhood, because I don't know if Robinhood's a long term company. Um, but definitely get an account with a long-term investment portfolio in it. And that's not financial advice, it's great advice. Um, let's see. And where we're looking at here, let me go further out a little bit more. See, we're still bullish on the week. That's good. Okay, so the week trend hasn't dropped. And when you look at these different charts, like live, that's showing you in the minute, like every minute, this is showing you what it's doing. It's about to cross back up again. That's why I said I really like what I see right here. As far as the strength was really high, it's starting to curl back up. This line should cross over the red line right there, which it just did, and this strength should continue to go back up to the 60s. Um, but with that said, there's a wall right here at 39 cents now that it tends to get sold more than it gets bought. So we need to get over this hump, and then we have to fight over the next hump at 40 cents. So understand this right here is called resistance. When you can't get over this hump, you keep going to 39 cents and then you go down 39 cents and then you go down. That is resistance. People are selling at 39 cents. They're setting their orders like I showed you guys to set a limit sell order at 39 cents. They probably got in here at 38 and they want to sell at 39 and take their profits, which is great for swing traders or intraday traders who wants to make money. Because what they'll do is they'll put a bunch of money in at this point, take all of it out at this point. So they made a lot of money by just investing a lot of money and taking it out minutes later. Great strategy if you have a lot of money to invest like that and you don't really care about the risk of it going the opposite way on you, because it will fake you out at times. Like you would see this line go up over, you'll be like, "Ooh, I'm buying it," and as soon as you buy it, just goes right back down, and you're like, "What the hell just happened?" That does happen. But in the case that I just explained to you guys, I saw the strength coming ahead of time without an order book. This is just off of knowledge, off of the charting itself, seeing that the selling was so minimum here, the selling is minimum here, the buying is huge here. So I see another big buying wall. um, which well, we're over to 39 cents right now. So we are fighting through that. We broke that barrier, looks like. Let's see if we continue to break it. And then we'll create support at 39 cents. So old resistance, guys, this is resistance getting over that 39 cents. After you break that resistance and you go above it, that tends to be support. When it goes back down to 39 cents, it tends to get bought. Earlier today when I started, I said I don't see it going under, 38 cents today. Um, and as soon as it hit down here, you see it kind of wanted to bounce up every time. And if I go back to a week's chart, you can see that 38 cent had a lot of support for a long time. Like this whole trend right here from April 16th to, today has been around that 30 cent mark. So that's a lot of support in that area. So if it does go back down to 30 cents, don't worry, guys. It will, attempt to push down, but once it get there, expect it to go back up. And I don't see it ever going back down to these levels of 10 cents ever. So if you're waiting to get back in down here, yeah, that's not going to happen. Good luck with that. But other than that, it definitely does look bullish moving forward. You see a lot more green and red. You see your strength index, and mind you, this is on a weak outlook. Your weak outlook still continues to look bullish, which is a great sign. We would like to see it more separated from the bears, more like over here where it was a nice good separation, and then it started to close, but then it went back up, created more separation, and then the selling power came in, and the sells went for a while, seeing it cross over slowly, and it's starting to migrate back up, which looks really good for the bulls moving forward today and the rest of the week, actually. Um, Now, on the day, we're still at a selling moment where we are wanting to curl up. Once this line crosses over that pink line, you should start seeing a lot more buying power. And therefore, you're going to see this price action jump back up over 40 cents. And that's what we're watching today, guys. We're watching price action. We're watching momentum. We're watching the strength index on a number of different stocks. We're watching the resistance. We're watching the supports. We're looking at some good trend lines right here. Like if I take this here, and I move my cursor over, and I just keep going at that line, I see 44 cents up here, just in that pattern. So, like I said, I was hoping for 50 cents today. If I see 44 at the end of the day, I will be extremely happy with that, because then that will break some highs that's over here of 44. And that's where I feel like we really need to get to that point um, as the Dogecoin community. You see it right here where that wick, those wicks are really high. It tried to get all the way up to 50 cents. In this period here, the high of that period was 49 cents. I didn't know it got 47 cents. I didn't know it got up that high. Wow. I did not know it shot up all the way to 47 cents, guys. That was so close to getting to 50 cents right there. So I want to get over this 40-cent wall because if you look on a whole month chart, that's where you don't see it really going over with the momentum and the blue, which is your moving average. You don't see the blue over that 40, which that's where we're at now, and that's where we're fighting to get over. So everybody is aware of that. I hope you guys are following this information on these charts to kind of see exactly where you are and where you're headed. Um, Dogecoin is special, guys. It's really special. Get a little sell power here. Let's see if we can get that strength back up. Cross that line on the live and the day. I seen a nice green candle. You guys see that nice green candle right there as well? That lets you know that the buyers are there to support you right here at 39 cents now. They want to get it up to 40 cents just as bad as we do. The sellers, on the other hand, are like, hey, I made enough. I'm ready to get out. Let me take my profit before it drops down even more. They're a little scared, which is understandable. If you make a lot of money really fast, you don't want to lose it. So the best way to do that is to just take your profits. You'll always find another buying opportunity, whether it's today, tomorrow, next week. If you're patient, it will come down. Maybe not down as low as you want it to go, but it will go down again. I can tell you that. They all go down. It's up and down, up and down, up and down. Like Peloton. Peloton was a great stock during the pandemic. If we look at Peloton right now, it's setting it's setting itself up. What's this Peloton? Pello. What is Peloton? Okay, so this is the day. If you look at that, wow. Look at that one giant, giant volume up. It's been getting sold off, guys, for a week straight now. This is one of those stocks where I definitely saw it going down a lot lower today. And I was looking into it as, oh, wow, this could potentially be a really great value opportunity, considering that it was at 165, that 165, like January, it's really good. And then it's like, okay, then you came down to 111 from 165. Like, did people stop buying Pelotons or something? What's going on? I mean, it's more so that people feel that that price was overpriced or was too expensive. So they push the price down so they can get a better value. And you see the support over here in the same area that it is now. You see a nice little pocket of support. And now you see a nice little pocket over here as well around that same area, which when it did finally break that support in that area, it shot up 150, 160, 165, 170. So you guys kind of see like where it was headed once it broke that trend. It was up. Now I look at this trend here. I see it's still going down. I'm going to set a price target at $100, maybe 105. And I'm going to try to get in around $105. If I get in one share, $105, it goes back up 150, 160. I take $50 profit, and I'm feeling good about that. I'm feeling really good about Peloton. Um, I've never used one, but I see them on TV all the damn time. I see the commercials. And I'm like, damn, she looks cool. Probably super expensive, but definitely looks good. So I would definitely keep my eye on Peloton moving forward. Let me go check my baby. So let's see if it came up. Oh yes, it did. It was at 4:15 this morning, guys. Remember, I told you guys this morning. I was like, I'm looking at that this morning. Um, I was like 4:15. I was like, it's so low. It's so cheap. 4:11. I was like, man, this thing's gonna go back up, man. It has to. This is one of those stocks that just they shoot up, man. When they shoot up, they don't stop sometimes. So I definitely like it at that price. And I'm looking. It just crossed that line. It's the line that I was looking for it to cross. My strength is not extremely high, so I'm not gonna buy in at this moment. Looking at strength is only 40%. I told you guys I like it to be around 60 for me to feel comfortable, 70 for me to feel secure, 50 for me to be, keeping a close eye on it and say, okay, jump a little bit more and I'll get in. So I see it right now as be patient still. Yes, Juliana. Good morning. Good morning. It's my 5-year-old daughter. Yes. Okay. Come on, Strength. Pick up, Strength. Yeah, you definitely seen that support down there too, to where it definitely does not want to go under 420. Um, this is another one, guys. I'm really intrigued about this one. I want to see that momentum continue to pick up. I really do want to see that momentum pick up. 431, guys. If you would have got in at 411 this morning when I was looking at it, we would have made a good 17 bucks already. Yeah, 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 yeah. Definitely look at that one as a moneymaker. So, and that is my favorite stock. So people know, like, I'm not saying that this is my favorite stock long term. It's not in my long term portfolio, but it's my favorite stock to make quick money on every day. Like I can come in this today, make money on it for tomorrow, go into the next day, make money on it the day after that. I really feel like the price moves and it's cheap and you can get in and out fairly cheap prices, not have to pay a whole bunch of money to make a lot of money. So the return on investment with SOS for me has been really good. And notice I say for me because I always buy in the fours and I've always sold in the fives or sixes. It's like, wow. Like, I mean, I can't tell you. This one right here, guys, you don't really see it in the $4 range often. Let's go to 1 year. Like, yeah, it was back there when it was getting figured out, but when they figured it out and they can short this one, they really made a lot of money shorting this one. They got all the way up to $15.88. Then they shorted it all the way back down to that $4 range. So when they got down to that $4 range, it went back up, went back down to that $4 range and went back up 750. Then went back down and now it's back at that $4 range. And I feel like this right here is the most secure play you're going to have in SOS at $4. Um, and this is a Chinese bank, so you guys are aware. It is not a United States stock. And this company and this bank in China, it actually does thrive. It thrives. Their economy is very strong, even though a lot of people here don't like, Chinese and how they run their system and with the labor and all that stuff. And there's a lot of stuff wrong with their government. But there's a lot of things that they're doing right, and we have to open our eyes and pay attention to if we want to better ourselves as Americans. They have a perfect city right now, and I forgot the name of the city, Changpeng or something like that. I don't know, but the city it's called the Perfect City. You guys can YouTube it, look it up. Everything electric. I mean, everything is energy, and it's really a perfect city, guys. I mean, no registers. It's all digital, everything. You could go sit at a park bench. It's solar. Just set your phone on a bench. It'll charge it. I mean, there's so many things as far as the travel, the time, the distance to get from here to here. They got trains going thousands of miles per hour to get you there in a couple minutes. I mean, it's amazing, guys. It's definitely something revolutionary that we want to pay attention to. And hopefully, the United States actually picks up on it and they start to develop the perfect city of their own. It's something that I would definitely be intrigued and be looking forward to here. Other than that, I'm a big fan of a lot of the Chinese stocks. I feel that there is a lot of growth opportunity in them, considering that a lot of stuff in China is really cheap. And if you look at moving forward, inflation could set in over time. I'm not saying right away, but I'm saying, a year from now, there could be some really high inflation that could really set people up as far as like banks and companies up, like banks, they could really benefit. Real estate could really benefit. Like there's a lot of stocks that's really going to benefit from the inflation. And you want to keep an eye on those so when that does start to form, you see an entry and an exit strategy there for yourself. I definitely like UWMC and Rocket Mortgage for the long term. Um, those are my two real estate plays. My banks are Bank of America and JP Morgan. Like those two banks moving forward when that does settle in. So keep an eye on a lot of these plays, guys. A lot of them are definitely worth getting into now while they're cheap. Because if you look at Bank of America was at all-time highs here recently. Um, and and I have to say, like, this is something that I don't see going down. My first time trading Bank of America, I got in because I was doing research on Warren Buffett. And this was like Buffett's first stock. He like invested all of his money into this when it was so cheap 50 years ago. It's like he put all his money into one stock and he watched his money grow. Then he adapted to buying other companies, buying other stocks, and going from there. He didn't even need a broker. He had a one stock. What do you need a broker for one stock? You keep an eye on one stock yourself. So I really like what Buffett was doing back then with one stock, and he really believed in it. He truly, truly believed in it, and it paid off for him. So I took that strategy when I started, and I said, let me find one stock that I truly believe in, and let me try to increase profits with it. And that's where the cannabis market came in for me. I started to, tech and cannabis, Apple, Tesla, and cannabis, man, those stocks right there alone, they were starting to make me money really fast. And I seen 250 go to 1,000 in less than a month. And then I saw, substantial gains the second month from 1,000 to 2,000, and the third month from 2,000 to 3,000. And, I just kept seeing gains from that original 250. And now you guys see the account. It is definitely grown tremendously over the time. And we're at what, 35 now. We were at 36. Wow, we've been dropping a lot lately this morning. What's going on for me today over here? Wow. OG baby, what are you doing, baby? What are you doing, baby? Don't do this. You look like you are trending down big time, baby. Okay, so further out, still trending down. In, still trending down. It wants to start coming up on an intraday momentarily. So let's see here. Oh, wow. Definitely said I was going to get out. I should have set a stop loss here. I did not set a stop loss, so that's on me. I'm still up, I'm not down. Um, so I got two options here. Looking at just their main chart, I see right here, this price here was a buying point at 37 cents. It started to get bought. So right now we're at 37 cents. I'm just going to be patient, and let's expand that chart. And as I suspected at 37 cents, it will definitely go back up. I'm going to cross on over and go on up. There you go. That's what I would expect to happen. It's going to take a little bit of time over here on the daily for that to cross back up. There's a little bit of separation there. But you should start seeing it start to curl up here now because it is at 37 cents. If it breaks down under 37 cents, now we have a little concern because the next support area would be at 36 cents. So that would be another penny loss per 5,000 shares. I definitely would probably set a stop. Oh, that's right. You can't set stop losses for crypto, at least not on Robinhood. which is another thing I would like for them to add, is stop losses for crypto, just like you do for a stock. You set a limit to where if it goes down to that point, it automatically kicks you out. If you set a limit order to sell at a cheaper price, it will just sell instantly for you in crypto because people are getting a great deal. So they're like, I'll buy that. That's super cheap. So there's no limit stop loss or no stop limit order for crypto on Robinhood at least. So you have to manually take out your loss or stop your loss manually. Go in and sell it. You can set a limit to sell um, around where you're at, but like I said, it's you set it to try to kick you out. If it goes down, it's going to sell instantly, and someone's going to get a great deal. So let's talk about that, guys. What do you mean by someone else is going to get a great deal, right? People think when they buy a stock that they're actually seeing what the company does in sales that day to increase their profits or make the money or to make the stock price move. It's not that, guys. I have to tell you guys, stock prices only moves from the company revenues every like month or every however often they report earnings or however often they report their revenues, and when they do that, it'll move it before or after or pre-market or aftermarket. It never happens really during the day. Um, so during the day, what moves the stock prices is us, hedge funds, big corporations, people with big money. They're buying and selling contracts. So a company allows a certain amount of contracts, and we buy them. When we buy the contract at the price, we own a part of that company. And when we want to sell that contract, we have to find a seller, which means there has to be someone else on the other end of the computer that's saying, hey, I want to buy this right now. That's what moves the stock prices, guys. When you see red lines going down, that means people are selling. You see green lines going up, that means people are buying. Simple and plain. It's not rocket science. It's really easy to understand. And you just have to find good prices, buying targets and selling targets to where you can make money. And I really like doing this, guys. This is so fun to see your money make you money. Like, oh man, like this is legal. I never knew that there was a legal hustle like this. I probably would have been doing this right out of high school. Definitely knowing how great I was at math. Like anybody who went to school with me and tell you, like, man, that kid was good at math. He helped everybody with their homework. Like I truly believe like this is something that if you like math, you really, really love this. You were in an accounting or marketing or any of those things. This is definitely something that you would really get into because it's fun and it's money. Who don't like money? You don't like money, Sorry to hear that. Because that's what we're here to do, guys. We're here to make some money. I'm watching this one pretty close right now, guys, because I am on my way to being down on it if it doesn't change, go back up. I am in at 34 cents, I believe. Yeah, 34 cents, guys. 34.85 to be exact. It's at 38, so I'm still up on it. And I said at this 37-cent price, looks like it was going to start getting bought, which looking at that curl up at that point, looks like that's exactly what happened. It hit 37 and it started to get bought. Um, and with that being said, though, guys, it's going to be really hard for us to get back to the top of our mountain here. Because there's going to be resistance here. 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 There's going to be even more resistance here. Like everywhere back up is going to be a selling wall. People are going to sell up there, mainly because people are buying down here. So when they're buying down here, they're going to make a decent amount of profit before you get back up to the top. So they're going to sell. When they sell, their price is going to keep doing the same thing, up and down, up and down, up and down. So what I recommend, if you guys are looking for a place to buy and sell at this moment, I would set my buy at 37.1 and I would set my sell at 38.2. At this point, I will set a limit order to buy at 37.1, and I will set a after I it kicks you in, set a limit order to sell at 38.2. All right, and you should be okay in that area at the moment. It looks like it's going down to that area now. It's going to retest those lows, come back up, retest them, go back up. This resistance here is eventually going to be support at 38 eventually. I want to thank everybody that is tuning in on YouTube. Appreciate your time today and learning with me. This is something that I picked up, and I want to share the knowledge and teach people how to make money in the stock market and on cryptos daily. I mean, you can make this money daily. You can make this money weekly. It doesn't really matter. I mean, it's what are you trying to accomplish with the stock market? Are you trying to pay your bills? Then you might want to swing trade. If you're just looking for retirement funds, you might want to have a long-term investment portfolio. If you are just looking for fun and games on your spare time, be careful. Um, this isn't a casino, but a lot of people are treating it like one now. So we have to be very careful and manage our risk. Um, Kathy Wood, yeah, that's pretty good actually. Somebody put in the comments talk about Kathy Wood. Kathy Wood is a really great investor that I follow, and my long-term portfolio is pretty much identical to hers. I like everything about her. She's a Christian, you know. She's a really great investor. She took the investor storm by, I mean, the investor world by storm. She's made nothing but great decisions. A lot of people call her reckless and a reckless investor because of her getting in and out of positions so much. But I'm the same way. I like to protect my investments. I like to sell if I feel like I'm going to lose money. I like to buy if I see an opportunity to make money. And she's the same way. And when she reports what she bought or what she sold, you know, you can look all this stuff up online. She really buys a lot. Like far as Coinbase is concerned, she put like I definitely believe that a stock is good. She says that stock is good. Let's see here. And speaking of Kathy Wood, she also runs the ARK collection. So all of these ARK ETFs, fintechs, next gen, internet, ARKX, which is a space exploration. She runs all of these. So when you see like they're always green, just know she knows what she's doing. And I don't, it's very rare to see them have bad days. They did have a nice little window here where they just fell off dramatically for a while, which everyone in the market was falling at this time. So I don't see that as a knock on her, but what I do see is her growth. And every time she has fell, she's picked herself right back up. She fell, she picked herself right back up. She fell, she picked herself right back up. She fell, she picked herself right back up. And when you're looking at good companies to buy into, you want to look for these things. You want to look for growth. And yeah, they may fall, but you want to make sure they pick themselves back up. Because if you don't, if you see a fall and it just keeps falling and keep falling and keeps falling, that company may be headed to the end of its road one day. Um, and when that happens, it's pretty much say bye. Goodbye to your money. Goodbye to your investment because it's going to be gone with it. So protect it, guys. Protect it. She's one of those companies that you can really protect your investment by investing in her because she's going to protect your investment for you. But GameStop is struggling right now. I don't understand that huge separation just went away. Anyway, it's just wild swings right now with GameStop. Wild swings. Like, normally, things should be a little closer knit. Just so you guys are aware, things should be a lot closer knit. Like the separation for the buying power is so strong, but yet indexes or strength is still over 60, but yet the price is dropping, which is just hard for me to believe that the feds are not regulating the price of GameStop right now because they don't want it to shoot up. I don't believe that people are selling GameStop. I believe the feds are regulating that price because of so much hype behind it. But eventually, I even think they're going to run out of power. 2 hours ago, the biggest moves in pre-market: Peloton, GameStop, Herman Miller, Knoll, and more. So it was the biggest mover in pre-market, and yet once the market opened, it's done nothing but go down. Okay, that, and if you look at the charts, this is how you know the foolery or the bullshit is going on. Sorry for my language, but you see it right here. There's nothing but strength and buying power. The price should not go down. No way. No way. And I understand that they don't want the little guy to win. They don't want, broke people to get rich. Why would they want that? But it's almost like saying it's not fair. It's like saying you can't win even when you know what you're doing. Because they are not going to let you win easy. You're going to have to work for it. You're going to have to fight every day. You're going to have to scratch and claw for your profits. Um, and some days it might not be as easy as others. Some you're going to have red days. That's just the nature of the game. You're going to have days that's bad. Like it's unbelievable. Clearly, we know what they're doing with GameStop. They're regulating it. They don't want to see us shine. Why would they want to see us shine? They don't want that. They don't want that. For 11 on SOS, it's 414 now. You guys see where that buying power is there. All right, so we go back up here, 38. So far today, guys, have made $149. Was up more, was 274. But my goal every day in the stock market is to just make $100. We'll make $100 a day, guys. $500-600 a week. That's it's equivalent to going to work. Um, and this money you can use to pay your bills and do whatever you want to do with it. I mean, it's life changing money, guys. It really is life changing money, guys. Let's imagine. Okay, this right here says $3,000-4,000 in returns one day, and it's going to. It's going to, guys. I truly believe it. Um, this is going to triple. My cost was 1,200. That's going to be 3,600 when I take it out. Even then, I'm still leaving 1,200 in. Like I may take 3,000 out, but I'll still have 1,000 in. Like I really believe in these. And if you guys don't believe in a stock, guys, don't invest in it, please. Only invest in what you truly believe in. If you believe in it, invest in it. Buy the dip. So I always say, buy the dip. Buy that dip and let it rip. Definitely will help you guys in the long term. You guys understand these charts. You guys understand some of the terminology. I advise you guys get Investopedia. Investopedia app on your phone. So if you ever hear something, stock market terminology, and you want to know what that word means, or if you want to know what anything means as far as investing, type it in. They'll give you exactly what it means, how to use it, where you'll find it. I mean, they'll teach you everything you need to know about it. That's where I learned resistance, support, momentum, relative strength index. I learned all these things from YouTubers and Investopedia, doing a little research online myself. So you guys should definitely do your own research, practice with these charts. There's also a such thing called paper trading. You could get a fake account with fake money on it and practice. And if you make a bunch of money off that fake money, you're going to be pissed. So you're going to wish you put some money in it. So I always say practice and then go ahead and invest. But I practiced on a paper account, turned it to like $70,000 and was like, shit, if that was my money, I would have been all in. But it was fake. So I definitely said, hey, let's invest into this. Let's put a little bit of money into this. It's like, hey, why not? 250 bucks. Let's see what we can do. We can run it up. We're gonna run it up. Those just trying to consolidate in between here in the 37.5 and 38 area, which we don't want it to stay here too long because if it will break out eventually, but if it stays there too long, it could potentially break down versus break up because it keeps testing the areas and it can't get over the hump. I feel at some point when that happens, the buyers give up buying and they just let the sellers take over and sell it as much as they want to sell it. And then they end up buying it back, are the same people that buy it after they sell because they know that that's a cheap price. So you gotta watch for this stuff, guys. You gotta watch for these intraday traders who buy a lot and sell a lot multiple times throughout the day, multiple times. You make a lot of money like that, though. I've been in Discord chats with these guys, and I've seen $100 turn into $200 just from following their, hey, get out now, get out now, get in, get in. I did that all day with them one day. Easy money. But truthfully, it's like I said, when I do that, I also look at it as risk. It's they could screw you over. They could buy a bunch, tell you to get in, and then sell on you, and they're just pretty much tricking you. So I don't trust everything I hear, and I don't trust everything I see clearly because I saw with GameStop today, I did not see it going down. I bought it in right away, thinking that okay, the strength is so strong, it cannot come down anytime soon. And as you guys see, I was wrong. Like the strength, it dropped immediately. Once I bought in at 171, it dropped all the way down to 166, 165. So I could have saved myself $6 just by waiting, guys. Just by waiting, I could have saved $6. Um, which would have gave me a better buy-in price, which 171.50, which puts me down $1.80 right now, $1.90, $2. I'm down a couple bucks. Like I'm not gonna cry about that. It's no need to worry or any need to be concerned. Definitely when you know that there's so much hype around GameStop and there's so many people on Reddit and Facebook, Instagram posting social media communities that's really driving this price. And when you see social media meme tweets or meme stocks, you may want to look at one, see if you believe in it for the long term, and possibly get in one because that's a community of people behind it driving it. And there's nothing better than feeling like you're part of your own hedge fund. Um, Hedge funds do this to us. every day. They have millions of people or hundreds of people in offices doing this, and then thousands of people just sell at once, and they shoot a price all the way down, they shoot a price all the way up, and we have no idea when they're going to do it and when they're not going to do it. So we're just stuck in the middle, holding bags and stuck with all of this waste and loss. Like, we lost all this money and we just got to wait and wait and wait, all because of them. So it feels good to do that to them sometimes, to say, hey, you guys, you're going to be holding our bags when this GameStop is all said and done. Citadel, Melvin Capital, all these damn hedge funds that tried to short GameStop will be stuck holding the bag. And when they do, watch out. It's going to freaking torture the market. The market's going to be in a frenzy. The market's going to panic. Everybody is going to be freaking out about their long-term investment portfolios, about their retirement funds. And that's why I feel like the feds are regulating GameStop, to protect those people with those long-term portfolio investment accounts, those retirement accounts. They know that if GameStop goes up so high, those prices are going to come down, and you're going to take money from all these old people who've been working their whole life to retire. So in a sense, you do feel bad for them, but they could easily just jump on the bandwagon with us and just say, forget the feds. That's one of the things that I think about. Like, man, you don't need to feel protected by the feds with your investment. No, you don't want them to protect you, because ultimately they don't care about you. They only care about themselves. Everybody that's in the stock market, whether they tell you this or not, they only care about themselves. I'm gonna be honest with you. I want to help people, but I only give a fuck about my money. I only care about my money. If my money goes up, not yours. I'm sorry. I want you to make money, but ultimately, I'm protecting my investment. I'm managing my risk. You have to manage yours. Um, so if you have $1,000, I would never put more than 10% into any stock. If you only have $1,000, if you have $500, I would only put $50 on every stock. $50 on Tesla, $50 on Apple, $50 on this, $50 on that. And I would let those $50 grow over time to where, that $500 turns into 1,000. I won't try to get in and out with $500. Too much risk. No. Um, I was putting all 250 on one stock and just riding it for a week and then taking it out. No, I made $50. Oh, I made $70. Like, I remember there was days when I first started with $250 that if I just made $1 that day, I was winning. Um, and that's small. My son said to me one day, Dad, I remember when you would make $1 a day and you would be happy. Now you're making 100 a day. And soon, in my opinion, it's going to be 1,000 a day, and then 10,000 a day, then 20,000 a day. That's where I'm headed. And that's with simple strategies that I'm teaching you guys. That's with these simple tools, research, strength index, momentum, buying stocks that you believe in. I mean, it's really simple as that, guys. It's really simple as that. Like, people panic too much. Don't panic. If you guys are in this to make money, understand that money is time, and time is money. The longer you have your money in, the more money your money is going to make. If you put your money in for a day, your money doesn't have an opportunity to mature and make you money. It's still like a newborn baby going to the candy store buying candy. Like, he hasn't really had the opportunity to grow up yet. Why are you letting him go to the store? um, I want my money to grow up. I want my money to mature. I want my money to grow old with me. Okay. It's really weird that I heard a guy tell me, the difference between rich people and poor people. And I've read books. I've read Rich Dad Poor Dad. I've read some really great books that helped me out a lot in life. Fast Money by Kevin Trudeau. That was a good one. I read some really good books. I love Robert Kiyosaki. He's pretty good. So when I read Rich Dad Poor Dad, I thought I understood the difference between a rich dad and a poor dad based off of their mind state. A rich dad would say, how can I get the things that I don't want? He would make a game plan, set goals, take notes, write things down, and it would help him compel him to get those things, whether he had to save $20 a week to buy it 10 years later, he would find a way to get what he wanted. Um, and that was encouraging. And then I'm reading about the poor dad. The poor dad's mind state is if he can't afford it, he's just like, forget it. I can't afford it. I give up. He never tries to get what he wants. He just accepts defeat. So I thought about that. And then I heard another guy on YouTube say that, there's something in the market, guys. You guys have to understand that everybody's not going to win. Everybody's not. More people are going to lose than people are going to win. Okay, that's just the nature of the beast. But the difference between the rich man and the poor man is that the rich man is going to put his money in the stock market and make his money make him money. His money is what's getting him rich, not his skill, not his talent, not his looks. No, his money is getting him rich. Um, and a poor person, we go to the store with our money and we go buy it. We go buy whatever we want. Go buy this, go buy that. Bet you all the poor people in the world got Xbox Ones and next gens and all this stuff and Apple iPhones, and they poor. They don't have nothing. They have accessories, but they don't have financial security because they spent their money and they didn't make their money make them money. So from January 1st of this year, I decided to make my money make me money. And I gave up going shopping. I gave up going to buy stuff, unless it's a need. Unless it's a need, I don't have a problem buying things that we need around this house. But if it's something that we want, it's cut down to a minimum because at this point, I'm looking for long-term growth in our money. And if we spend it, that's like giving away the long-term opportunity to make that money make you more money. So that's what I want you guys to think about moving forward. What are you going to do with your money? Like, what do you want? What do you want out of life? Like, if you want something in life, go get it. Find a way. Write down goals. See, I have this book here. I've been since I started doing stocks. Um, I do have a couple raps in it that I wrote about the stock market. The jokes. I'll tell you guys some jokes. Because I was planning on doing stand-up comedy with this YouTube channel and my music and stand-up comedy. And then I found the stock market. I felt like I was like reborn. I felt like my life changed. So, I got like a list of all the stocks in the Dow. Okay. These are my favorite stocks. And these are Dow stocks. I mean, like you see here, I put down prices, expectations for a lot of these stocks, the selling points, my buying points. I studied them for days to find out what's their highs and their lows, like Bitcoin expectations. And now I'm doing the same thing on Dogecoin to where it's like, okay, if Bitcoin can go here, which Kathy Wood loaded up on Bitcoin and Tesla, and it just was exciting for me to say, okay, I got to learn about this. My girl's in it. Tech stocks, guys. Tech stocks have made a lot of people a lot of money in the last year. American tech stocks are Qualcomm, Intel, and Interdigital. On 2/1, February 1st, it was at 136.18, 60.78, 63.37. Cannabis stocks that I follow, that I own shares in, or whatever that I want to buy in the future, which you guys seen. I have OGI, and this was in February 1st, okay? OGI, SNDL, Etheria, and Tilray. I just found out today that Tilray and Etheria we bought out. Tilray bought out Ethereum, so now that's combined. Okay, at that day, 2/1, Tilray was $24.70. Today, Tilray is at like $17.50. So it's a really good deal. And if you're looking at long-term stocks and investments, like I take these notes because I can look back on them and be like, wow, like you see the prices drop or increase. They're increasing. That's not a bad thing. That means, hey, they can continue to increase. If they're dropping, that's not a bad thing. You're looking at them like, hey, this could create a buying opportunity for me. And those are the things that I'm looking at. Like I'm taking these notes as the market reopens. You want to look at things like the Carnival cruises and the Las Vegas stuff and the things of that nature. They have the most upside as the market reopens. So you want to pay attention to a lot of those things there. And I take these notes for my personal and my kids. I want them to take this notebook when they get older and they can actually say, hey, my dad taught me stocks, not just in a physical form through communication and teaching them. And not only that, I let them buy stocks. They can pick a stock on my account, tell me, and I'll let them buy it and they'll see how it works and they'll see if they make money off of it. My son is currently investing his allowance into Activision. So I would like to see him, and my other son is investing his allowance in PayPal. So I would definitely like to see those two stocks go up for the kids. And that's their choices. Like they did their research, they did their due diligence to find out what stocks they wanted to invest in. And I'm going to say my kids are pretty damn smart because Activision and PayPal has been up for them since they got in. Their first stocks that they picked was Nvidia. My younger son picked Nvidia. Or no, my youngest son picked Logitech and my older son picked Nvidia. Both of those stocks were up since they got in. So they made money off those stocks and they made money off of Activision and PayPal. And what's really interesting is that they were learning, about stocks at this time, so they didn't know much. But now they know more than an average person in an inner city. So an adult, they know more than an average adult in the inner city because we weren't taught stocks. We weren't taught to these things about price action, resistance, support, trends. We were never taught this in school. We were never taught this from our parents. We were never even taught taxes. So, I mean, it's like, come on, there's a lack of education in the inner city we need to address. And I feel like that's what my YouTube channel is going to be designed for in the future. It's just to educate people that has no education at all. And if you have questions, comments, concerns, things of that nature, please let me know, and I will definitely get you guys involved. Oh wow, I see my buddy Evan. Evan's jumped on here from Texas. What's up, Evan? How do you feel about SNDL stock as far as a long-term play preference? I showed you guys. I got SNDL on here. I got, let's see how many again. I believe I got, go back here. I got SNDL at 79 cents a share. I bought 300 shares and I'm holding that for the long term, guaranteed. Any weed stock, I'm up $37 on SNDL right now, 21 for today. Any weed stock moving forward is a great investment. And tomorrow they're going to blow up. They're going to go out the water tomorrow. You're going to see SNDL over $1. You're going to see all these stocks go up on 420 due to the 420 boom. Not just the weed stocks. You're going to see Gamestop. You're going to see some cryptocurrency booms. You're going to see a lot of things change, but you're also going to see a lot of your high growth stocks like Tesla, Apple. You're going to see a lot of those stocks drop. And as you see those stocks drop, that lets you know the market is preparing for a rotation. And when you prepare for a rotation, these stocks go down, other stocks come up because there's more value in cheaper stocks. More expensive stocks are expensive. So people are selling them, taking their profits, and they're cutting their losses. They're letting their stocks go down, which creates good buying opportunities for people who weren't in Tesla. Like if you weren't in Tesla when it was at 900, 800, like you're looking at 700 right now, like, oh, this is a great buying opportunity. It was just at 800. It was just at 900. It's going to go back up. And I fully agree. I fully agree that this stock is going to be at $1,500 next year. Apple, same thing. I see it at $200 early next year. Let's see where we're at on Apple. I'm seeing Apple's going up today. Let's see. Yeah, I see Apple is a really great investment. Like every portfolio should have Apple in it. That's how I feel. If you don't own Apple, I feel like 72% of the world should. You're crazy. You guys see Apple going somewhere 10 years from now? You guys don't see the Apple 42 years? I mean, like 20 years from now? Like, come on. You guys know Apple is a great investment. So it shouldn't even be something that people think about. If you want to know what your first investment should be, probably Apple. Um, I mean, that one is going to be the safest over time for you. Another thing I like to look at here is coin. Coin is a fairly new stock. It was just brought to the market Wednesday of last week. And it was when it came out on the market, guys, coin came on the market last week. This is the cryptocurrency space. This is where, like Coinbase, you guys can go get a wallet, buy coins, sell coins. You guys can purchase stuff from stores, online purchases. Go to Dallas Mavericks Arena and buy stuff with Dogecoin. So, I mean, like, it's cryptocurrency is going to change the world moving forward. There's going to be one currency for the whole world, not just the US dollar. It's going to be one currency, and it's going to be a digital currency. And I expect it to be Dogecoin because it's fairly valued right now. It's cheap. And if it gets up to $1 could be one Doge, and that could be universal. $1, one Doge could be universal all across the world. Um, so that's intriguing to know that. But looking at Coinbase, when it came out, it was anticipated to be at $381 a share. The minute it was released, it shot up over $400, guys, over $400 instantly. And then it fell down to an all time low. Okay, 310. Then since then, it has created a nice support line right in here. Like this whole pocket of support. I'll spread this chart out for you guys. Let me see. This support window here is from 335 or 330. See where it says 320 to 340. Okay, 320 to 340. That's a nice window of support. So when this price does go up, don't expect it to ever go under 340 or 320. That would be the lowest that this price ever goes. Looking at the charts, like you see very bearish moves here. And then from there, all you see is really bull movement. Like you see a little bearish there, but it's been uptrending. Like you see right here, it's been trending up, and it's going to continue to trend up. Looking at the day, like look at the day trend. Like remember when I said this morning, I set an order to sell, guys. I set an order to kick me out of this at, let me see what the price is that I set to sell. If it automatically stop loss sell at 330, if the price was to go down to 330, I'm out automatically without losing 10 cents. So I can't lose on this deal. I can't. The only way I could lose is if I cancel that order. Now, I can also do this at this point. Let me show you guys this. This is a really cool trick too. So I had that order in there to kick me out if I go down. I can remove that order now and raise it because the price went up. So now I'm ensuring profits even more. So if I take this, cancel that one. I will have to do that real quick here. It should just let me cancel it right in there. Oh, it's gone. Yeah, it's gone. Yeah, guys, I got 35 buying power. So I got $1,300 in buying power right now. So that's gone. All right, so I don't have to worry about that no more. It actually must have dropped down at some point. I didn't even see it. Yep, right there. It kicked me out. I was even unaware of it. I haven't even been paying attention to this much today, but it did kick me out today. I didn't lose anything, and then it shot back up after. So I really do like that stock. But today is the day of GameStop, Dogecoin, and weed stock. So I like to follow the money. I definitely like to put my money where it's going to make me money. So like I said, I got in on this one at 171. I see that one hitting up to 200 after market today. I definitely see its biggest moves coming after 4 o'clock today when there's less people buying it. I feel like more institutions are going to buy it. And as more institutions buy it, the price is going to shoot up a lot higher. So right now, this is pretty much retail investors buying it for, kibbles and bits. But when you see that price shoot up $2, $3, $4 at a time, that lets you know that's actually institutional money. Another one I really want to get into today is SOS. I am definitely keeping my eye on this one for my price target. Okay. And once that one goes down, another one, UWMC, is another cheap stock right now. Also, XL Fleet. This is another cheap stock. This is a great long-term play for everybody who don't know. This is a mortgage company lending. So they actually are based in Michigan. And this company is really, really good, and they're really cheap. They have a lot of holdings for property, and it's not just in Michigan. A lot of people, and they're in competition with Rocket Mortgage. And this is what's really interesting. They don't allow people to use Rocket, and Rocket don't allow people to use them, even though they say they don't. They really push against one another. So if you look at them, they tend to go down together and come up together. So if you got more money, you want to go in a Rocket with 100 shares, it'll cost you $2,100. You get 100 shares. Every time it goes up a penny, you go up a dollar. If it goes up a dollar, you go up $100. You can't be mad at that. But UWMC is a lot cheaper. You can buy 100 shares of UWMC for $741, and every penny it goes up, you make a dollar. If it goes up a dollar, you make $100. So $741 could turn into $841 just by this going up one single dollar, which is really cool to think about how you can make money really fast by just, you know, putting in something big, man. You put it in something like that and let it go. It's a good company. It's going to grow over time. It's almost like saying you're going to let the market take care of itself. And by doing that, that's exactly what happens. Um, let's see another one that I like today. What was it? This is like Evan asked about SNDL. Evan, SNDL is really, really cheap. This one here is a little bit more expensive, but it has higher growth potential. Reason why I say that is because they've teamed up, or um, they're in partnership with Camel, and that company that makes the Camel cigarettes or whatever. And if they are going to incorporate cannabis inside of tobacco products, that's going to be a huge market for a whole different group of consumers. And it's going to be like Chris Tucker said back in the day, cigar weed, cigar weed, what? They're going to make cigar weed. And when they do, it's going to create a whole nother market, which is going to shoot this price up a lot more. Um, but again, the cannabis industry over time is a great investment, guys. Great investment. Um, and that's like kind of like what I want to focus on is the things that I feel is going to be a great investment moving forward. I definitely see Dogecoin as a life changer. It will, pretty much make a lot of multimillionaires this year, next year. And I want to be one of them, guys. I definitely want to be one of them because I'm going to add more to this position over time. Like, oh yeah, every time I see this price action, let me in. I'm buying some more. About to get in now. As soon as I see this drop, I'm gonna go ahead and put in some more. Once I see this blue line start curling up and that strength get a little higher, I think I'm gonna buy about another $100 worth, guys. But let me go to the bathroom real quick. I will be right back. All right, sorry about that, guys. Yeah, so let's see where we're at there now. We're at 36 now. Wow, it's dropped down. Big sell off there. That's to let you know, man. People want to take their profits when they when they see it, they take them. That big climb up there, that big climb up there. That just meant that a lot of selling was coming soon, guys. A lot of selling. And there it goes. That doesn't mean it's not going to recover. That doesn't mean that it's not going to bounce back. Like I said, it's going to bounce back. We just got to find out where that next level of support is. Looks like right here at 36 cents. Even, it looks like it's going to get bought. So I'm going to go ahead and place another order for $500 at 36. I don't know why it says that when I don't have a Robinhood Gold account. It's saying that I'm using margin when I'm not. I don't get that. Um, yeah, it just drops a little bit down, so it can kick me in here. Oh, wow, I'm sorry about that. Thanks for telling me that the graph is not on there. Appreciate that. Let me share that screen. I definitely thought we were sharing the screen there.
Daddy,
sorry about that.
Why did you say hi?
You're not watching me no more.
I was trying to say hi, and you want to say hi back.
Well, that's because I didn't see you.
You was right there.
You were? I didn't see you there.
I really think you're a nice daddy. Because anytime I try to say hi, you just don't see me.
Okay, well, come on.
Bye. Don't
Oh, my little girl's so funny. She was trying to say hi to me, though. I didn't hear it. I guess I better say hi to her. Hi, Juliana. I wonder if you can hear me. I love you, Juliana. And I hope you have a good day. Hi. Are you having fun? Good. Hi, Juliana. I love you too, girl. Yes. I can't see you. I can only hear you. What are you expecting me to say? Hi, Juliana. She's too funny. So can you see my charts, Juliana? Can you see the charts in the line? I wonder if it kicked me in at that 365 that I placed that order for. Yep. Just kicked me in with that order. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Me either. Interesting. Mm. But yeah, so I just put in another 500 on Dogecoin. So, I don't know if you've seen me place that order at 3.5 or at 3.6. Okay, but yeah, 3.65. I placed the order right here. Oh, but ultimately, yeah, I placed that order at 3.65, and I'm anticipating getting out here at what's this 37, 38. I just gotta wait for the next bull run, which should come soon. Like it's been downtrending for a while now, so it needs to start up trending again. That's one thing that I do notice. Like when I start seeing a pattern go down for a while, like this, like two back-to-back sell-offs, like looking like a third coming right here as well. Um, if a third sell-off come, I don't expect a fourth. Like no way do I expect a fourth. At that point, I expect a few bull runs, like a few of these big bumps. I expect that at that point. But I understand nobody's perfect. Nobody's like 100% guaranteed on their stock picks and how they protect their risk. So I just tell people to do what fits you best. If you don't like, find your own and stick to it. Like I stick to my guns when it comes to taking my money before I lose. I stick to it. Because I truly believe if you don't get out, you're just gonna watch your money go down and down and down. It's like why the hell are you investing if you want to lose money? I'm completely against losing. In the short term right here, I see huge, huge downside right now. What you doing, girl?
Daddy, I said why the blue in the line?
The blue is the momentum and the moving average because it's moving down. So it's showing you that the line is moving down
Okay. Why?
because people are selling so they can make some money.
Oh, well, no, I came down here
Why?
because Tiger wanted to see me in the frame.
Oh, that's why. You
Yeah.
want to say hi to Tavia?
Hi, Javier.
Okay, let me go upstairs.
Okay.
That girl's funny. Did you see me? Did you see me? Did you see me? Did you see me? Yeah, this is the next one. Juliana, go upstairs. It's smoky down here, girl. Thank you. Yeah, I'm looking at SOS right now. It's like it's not showing the indicator of a bull run right now. It's still showing that it's relatively weak as far as the strength. But the strength is relatively weak for the sellers. So that means the buyers do look like they're starting to come in. But I need to see this curl up before I get in. And that's just where I'm at with this one. But I am ready to buy 100 shares of this. I'm just waiting for my indicators to let me know that this is going to start moving in an upward trend motion, like how it did here. It came down and then it crossed. Once it crosses, I really like that cross play. Um, I feel like that is your best opportunity to get in is when it's really low, like where it's at now, and it crosses. If it goes lower and then it crosses, even better. I mean, it's more so like you just want to find a nice cheap price that you feel comfortable with. And I know right here, even at 412, like I'm okay with buying it at 412. I just want to see the momentum curl up to let me get a little leeway here to where I would feel more secure with the momentum and the strength of the buying power. So I want to see some strength and I want to see some momentum going two together. Because I already have my first indicator, which my first indicator is this level is support. So like this level here, all the way across to here is support, $4 support. Like there's no, I don't see it going lower. I mean, it's not saying that there's no potential way or no possible way it could. It can, of course, it can. But because of the support that I've seen over here and the support that I see right here, I don't I don't think that's a high probability of it going lower. But until I see this blue line start to curl up on one of these graphs, if not the 1 month, the 1 week, I want to see it on one of these graphs where the blue line is curling up, or the 1 day. See, they're starting to curl up there. That's starting to look good. I mean, they went from 412 to 414, and that's kind of like the indicator that I was looking at right there. But do I think that's a strong indicator? No, because the strength is not following it. I'm looking at that strength at 30%. Like, come on, baby, let's get up to the 50. Let's get up to 50 for stocks. I'm telling you, 50 is like my point for a stock. 60, I feel great. 70, I feel wonderful. Like, come on. Um, and I want to fear I'm missing out of this nice dip right there because I should have bought it at 406 because I knew that would, but I didn't see it at that moment. I didn't come over here until it was right here at 411. Um, so I didn't catch the perfect dip, which would have been right there. I was hoping that I seen a little reverse action here, come back down, but it's not looking likely. Now it's looking like that strength is curling up. That momentum is curling up. So not looking likely. When will it start curling down? Would be my next question. 413. A little bit of reversal action there. Just a little bit, not a lot. Worst thing to do right now is buy in at 413 and then it does go back to 406 and you're like, oh man, I could have waited 5 more minutes and I would have got the same price that I wanted to get in at. Um, so yeah, that's where I say patience is a virtue, guys. You got to definitely have a game plan set to buy and sell some of these orders and stick to it. Stick to it. Yeah, today's going down now. Started off really good and it's starting to drop down, which I still have no worries. Long term, I'm still in good positions on this account at least. One dilemma right here. I gotta get this one to really step it up for me, and then see my profits shoot up tenfold. Like I'll go from $100 to $400 in 1 day just because of a good run, one good push up, and it could change your whole day. It's kind of like where I'm at with it. Uh, I'm just looking for that one good play every day. And if you're looking at the overall market as a whole, the S&P, the Dow, and the Nasdaq all down. So for anybody to be green today, like any such green day, like I look at my portfolio and the fact that it says I'm up anything right now, it says I'm up $75 is a good thing on a day like today where the whole market is down. So I don't look at that as a bad thing when the whole market as a whole is down. Um, so I just try to put your money in safer plays that it's not going to go down as much when the market does crash. Looking in this week though, guys, you guys should really be thinking about the cannabis sector really hard this week because it's been beat up for 5, 6, maybe 7 straight days. It's been going down, 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 like straight 7 straight days leading up to 420. It's almost like it was a clear sign that they knew about 420 before 420 was going to happen. And that's why they pushed all these stocks down. So on 420, when they go back up, you're not making as much profit as you would have if you would have just gotten in at that low point. Because most people have been in these wheat stocks, for a while. I seen that there was a boom coming and I got in last week. So I've been in and out since I started, but I'm in. I get out the next day with a few dollar profit and get out the next day with a few dollar profit, get in, maybe sometimes the same day, get out, you only can do that 3 times a week. Um, get in and out of a stock in the same day. So I don't recommend it. Only if you see that you got in and it shot up a bunch, you want to take your profits, feel free, get the hell out, take a bunch of money and run. But if you see price go down, don't use a day trade for a downtrending price because then that means you just wasted that bubble to lose money, or you wasted that day trade to lose money. If you're going to use a day trade, make sure it's a profitable day trade. That's that for me as far as day trading. Other than that, I don't recommend it on stocks. If you're going to day trade, go crypto. Um, in and out multiple times a day is perfectly fine. You don't waste day trades. If you're going to swing trade crypto, not the stocks as much. If you are going to swing trade stocks, you need $25,000 in your account to not be hit with the day trade penalty, which could, if you do more than 3 in a week, they'll lock you out of your account for 90 days. So you don't want that. So avoid that, guys. Do not do 3-day trades on the stocks. That doesn't include crypto, but just the stocks themselves. You cannot day trade more than 3 a week. And when you do day trade, my advice, it's not financial advice, but a personal advice, take profit. You're going to use it. Make sure it's worth it. You're going to lose money. It's not worth it. Um, other than that, like guys, I don't want to like burn all of your time today, with boredom. um, so truthfully, guys, I think I'm going to cut this one short today, and I'm going to be back on tomorrow morning at like 9 o'clock. You guys can see, or 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock again tomorrow. You guys can kind of see the growth and potential and what happened for the rest of the day tomorrow. Instead of me sitting here all day and showing you, I could keep the live stream up so you guys can see where I end at today because I'm up $82 right now. I mean, I could leave that up for you guys, but my camera won't be on there. You guys can still see the growth throughout the day, though. I don't mind a bit. And more so focus on what you believe in and what you believe is going to make you money in the future and not what other people is telling you. Because truthfully, more people are wrong when it comes to the stock market than they're right. And that's including myself. Like I've been wrong more than I've been right. But the plays that I've been right on have made me a lot of money. So I definitely say, manage your risk wisely and understand that you are the only person that cares about your money. All right. And I thank you guys for your time tuning in today. And I am going to turn my camera off and leave the screen up for you guys until the end of the market day. thanks again, guys. If you guys got any questions, oh wait, he said he got one over here. My fault, Evan. I got distracted over here, not looking at the comment section. All right, I told you about how I feel about SNDL. I just got 500 shares of SNDL right now. Besides that, I only have 21K Doge. Oh, besides that, I only have two. Oh, you're in good shape, Evan. That's two good. That's two good stocks that could really make you a lot of money moving forward. SNDL is not going to be as fast as Doge. Next month, you're going to be looking at that 21K Doge as like fucking what made you rich, change your life, man. You're going to be looking at that totally different. Um, he says, I know this is a stupid question, but are you a Robin Gold member? I wanted to try it, but I didn't want them taking unnecessary money from me. Okay, check this out. With Robinhood Gold, I'm not. But because their system is so messed up, they're acting like I am at times. When I try to buy crypto, it's saying you're going to ruin your gold membership. And I'm like, what? I'm not using gold. I don't do margin. I don't recommend margin at all because then you're paying more for your gains. You have to pay taxes even when you lose. You have to pay your margins even when you lose. Like you have to pay just to lose money. I'm not a fan of that. So margins is off for me. Wouldn't do it. Um, and yeah, I started with 250 bucks, Evan. 250 bucks up over 3,000. So I feel like if you make small good decisions and you're just taking small profits versus losses every time, you'll be okay. I mean, like it's all about where you buy in and where you sell. If you buy in at a cheap price, you're gonna make money because it's gonna go up and you're gonna sell it at a higher price and you're gonna be fine. So just keep that in mind always when you're looking at stocks and you got questions like that. I mean, there's no such thing as a stupid question because the Robinhood Gold membership is not worth it. Shane, my buddy Shane, did turn Robinhood Gold on. It gave him a couple extra charting graphs that he didn't even know how to use. So it was almost like, what was the point of having the extra charting if you didn't even know what you were looking at? And I'm not a fan of Robinhood either. Like I'm telling you guys, this Robinhood is probably the worst to be on. You probably want to go to Webull or eTrader. Those are the two new ones that I'm on, and I feel like they're a lot better as far as order execution and as far as just charting, graphing, and just getting better information from the app itself. I feel like Webull and eTrader do a lot better job of that. Um, Robinhood is kind of like limited, but it's not saying that it's not a good tool because if you don't have anywhere else to put your money and you put it in a Robinhood, you can still make money with Robinhood, which I did. So right now it's looking like I'm dropping at a fast rate. Let me go check on Doge. Dogecoin's dropping at a very fast rate right now. Yeah, that momentum is really far away. Look at the day. And this isn't a short-term play, that guys. Dogecoin is definitely long-term investment. For those who don't know, you guys really want to put your money in Dogecoin and just hold it. If the price drops, just buy more. If you don't have money to buy more, just be patient. Don't sell. This will go back up, so no worries. But I did see that trend here trending down ever since those two big bull runs like this morning. 3 in the morning all the way till 7 in the morning. This thing was nonstop going up, like nonstop from 3 in the morning to 7 in the morning. So it needed to correct from that. So I did expect a lot of this correction here. That's all that profits, man. You guys just imagine you got in right there and you took all that profit out right there. 21K shares, you're looking at 5 cents a share. 5 cent profit per share, dude. You've been looking at a lot of money right there if you would have sold. And then bought back in down here. Like I love to sell on a high and then buy back in on a low. That's like a double win in the same day. Like you got out, you got back in, and then it goes back up to where it's like you won the same amount of money twice. So I definitely look for those corrections. But also remember, guys, keep an eye on your support levels because as they break support levels, you have to look for new support levels. And then those old support levels become resistance as you try to go back up. So now when we go back to 36, it's going to be hard to get over 36. Then we get back up to 37 and 38. It's going to be harder to get back up over there. So understand that it's going to be a fighting battle back up. So pay attention to your strength and your momentum. Once you see like this, how this bull run started over here at the line, it crossed and it went up and up and up. At that time, the strength was at 80%. That's really good strength right there, guys. Like you see over here, it was at 89%. Went down to 77 and then back up to 80. It's like, then it came down a little bit to 50. But look at the price as the strength comes down to 40. The price is still up over the MACD outline here. So you can see the momentum is still trending up. Even though your strength came down, your momentum is still trending up. So right there just said, hey, don't sell yet because it's going to get better. And that's exactly what it did, guys. So pay attention to those little indicators there. They really help, guys. Strength and momentum is everything. Margin pretty much, Evan. If you put 2,000 in, they're going to give you 2,000. So you'll have 4,000 to invest. But that's double the risk. That's more of the fees. Stuff that you want to avoid. That's creating those things that you want to avoid, like the fees and the risk. Because margin, you gotta pay a percentage of that margin no matter what, just for using it. That's not saying if you win or you lose. No, that's saying no matter what, if you use it, you have to pay us a percentage of it. So just watch out for those percentage fees that they charge you. And then plus $5 a month for what? I don't know what the $5 a month would even be worth because you don't really use anything different on it that you do now. I told you about the indicators that I use, and those indicators that I use